Hello, everybody. We'll be working on the fourth character of our little Halloween set tonight. And I just wanted to show you guys a couple of the other pieces that go in this set while we're waiting for a few people to hop on here. Just show you guys the finished little characters here, since we've been working on this Dona's Sweet Tots set all week. And I guess I've never really showed you guys how many pieces are in this set, and I can't remember if it's, I feel like the number is 22 with what I have here. Hi, everybody. So there's 4 characters. There is a cornstalk, which I showed you guys that last night, but I'll show it to you again here. There are several of these little pumpkins. There's a couple of different cats in there. There's this one. And I'm just reaching down into my basket here. I'll just pick it up. My stuff's on the floor. Okay, so then we've got this little cat. And we got one more little cat here, this one. And then several of the little pumpkins. There are several fence posts with the bricks, the brick parts, and there's quite a few of these little crows. So tonight I'm going to be working on dry brushing this little girl. And I was just sitting here finishing up the details from the scarecrow class that we were working on last night. So I'll just show you guys that real quick. My girls from Dimple Fest are going to probably be mad at me, but I really am going to change this little witch. I was sitting here thinking, what fun stuff am I going to do to her? And I thought, how cute would it be if we painted her green like the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz? Hey, Renee. So, only throw, yeah. Amazing. That's amazing. I can't even believe you've sold that many, you guys. If you guys haven't gone over to Renee's website and bought a ticket for that master brush set raffle, she's so close to being able to raffle off 4 master brush sets, which is crazy amazing. So, Gammy's Happy Bees, that's where you get that, gammyshappybees.com. I didn't put the link in there because I wanted to show you guys so we're going to dry brush her, but I was starting to say I'm going to paint her face and skin green. And I'm going to see how it looks, but I'm probably going to have to change her hair too. And so my girls from Dimple Fest are probably going to be mad, but I feel like you guys, if you like painting her this way, you can switch it up. So showing you the little finished scarecrow from last night. I just love how his little flashlight turned out. And then on the back, I still have to pastel his hat because I got black on when I touched the back, but I put some little details on the back too. So now we've got this guy, and we've got this girl, and we've got this girl. And now tonight we're going to start working on this girl. And I am going to paint her face. So just sorry, you guys, but that's what's going to happen. So I decided today that moving forward, I think it would be really fun to, as you guys watch and follow along, I just am so in love with how he just turned out. He is so stinking cute. I feel like that pumpkin flashlight just made this piece. Don't you guys think? But anyway, I thought, I paint so many ceramics and I just don't have room for all of them in my house. And so I think moving forward, when I do a set like this, I'm just going to have raffle tickets on my website. So you guys can purchase as you watch and we paint along, you can purchase chances to win this set. So I listed a raffle for this entire set. Like I said, I think it's 22 pieces. complete all together. I'll post a picture of the full set in the comments, but I have the entire set that I'm going to be painting. So far we're down 3 characters. We're going to add 1 more. We've got the cornstalk and a couple other things. So moving forward, if you guys have been following along and you want to, you know, potentially win this set when it's all finished, I'll do the raffle at the end of August. So I am really quickly, before I start dry brushing, I'm going to go ahead and paint over her face because, like I said, I want to do a green face like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. And I'm using a brush that's really too small for this area, but I don't usually do this part with you guys, but I was just sitting here thinking, yeah, I really want to do something. Like, it's been really so much fun to paint these faces, like to do the makeup on them and stuff. And so I thought it would be really fun to do shadowing and highlights on a green skin tone face. So I'm trying to think of different things for each one of these characters so I can teach you guys a different, you know, technique on each, or kind of a different, I don't know, not technique, because it's the same technique no matter what. The color just changes. So I'm going to do a green face, and I think I'm probably going to end up having to repaint her hair black. Because even though I already have the little girl over there that we did the pumpkin girl, she's got purple in her hair, and you would have to do, so I was kind of thinking, do I really want to have 2 characters with black hair? But I don't know how a green face is going to look with this. And like I said, I am using a brush that's really too small for this area. I could be using a bigger brush here, but that's why I'm kind of getting a lot of brush strokes. But because I'm going to do a couple of different coats, I think it'll be okay. I'll have to go back and do her hair. So I just feel like this is just going to be a really fun little girl to do with a green face. So I hope you guys agree. We'll just see how it looks. But I really am just in love with this set. I have so many Halloween decorations. I don't even think I could have one more thing in my house, honestly. Plus, I know that somebody will just love this set so much, so. So if I had done this like this way from the start, I definitely would have had I would have selected different colors for her outfit probably. Because I definitely wouldn't have green on green, like the green where her neck is and the green where her shirt meets. I wouldn't do that. It would have to be an opposite color. So I'm sorry, this is probably such a boring part for you guys, but I really want to do this before I get started, and so I can at least get a base coat down here. So this is pretty thick over here. I better come back in this corner. So this is the main reason why I grabbed this brush, was so that I could just do these hands pretty easily. Using the correct size brush really is so important. I mean, because what ends up happening is, just like I do on the face, you can kind of see the brush strokes, but I know the way I work in multiple layers. So I'm going to start with my base coat, then I'm going to dry brush, then I'm going to add pastels, then I'm going to add details. So chances are, by the time I get to my 4th layer, you know, my colors are going to be pretty on there pretty well. I'm not going to be able to see any brush lines, hopefully. But if you're not doing all those different layers, then you want to make sure you're using a brush that's the correct size for the area you're working on, because then otherwise you end up with brush strokes. Okay, it's looking pretty streaky, but let's see. Let me read the comments. She can have black with lighter green or red tips. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like the reddish orange tips. That's an awesome idea. Thanks, Joanne. I appreciate that. I think it'll be fun to do something different. Just step outside the box a little bit, you know? So, plus I really love those hands of yellows that we worked with last night. And I feel like those would make a really nice, like, highlight on this once I get her all dry brushed everywhere. But I do also like the idea of painting her hair black and going from there, but... Okay, so that's pretty good. First coat down. I'll let that dry. And then I'm definitely, because the way I work is I really like to have a full base coat of, some people do washes. The only time I do washes is if I have a lot of texture. Like I would definitely do a wash in this hair because have I ever painted a piece all over again? Never. I never do that. I sometimes think that I should, you know, I'm like that scarecrow. I was really questioning if I should redo him after I got the water on his face. Remember when I spilled water on his face and the pastel powder just went all over? So I thought, well, I could redo it, but no, I don't ever. I paint a piece one time and I might paint this piece again, but I'm never going to paint it this way again. I do a piece one time and then I'm bored with that. I'm not going to ever paint it that way again. The next time I paint it, I'm going to do a different take on it. Next time I do it, she's going to be completely different. You know, she'll be like, you know, maybe she'll have a white face, really white, like pale, you know, dead face or whatever you would want to call it. I don't know. Or maybe she just has regular face, or maybe she's got a doll zombie face. I don't know. I mean, there's just so many ways. Like, I don't like to do projects the same way twice. So, okay, so let me just catch this corner right here. I still don't have a good, there we go. Okay, so like I was saying in the video last night, if you guys were watching, is I pulled the stickers off the bats before. Really, I would have liked to have dry brushed this hat a little bit more. But I'm going to try to spruce it up a little bit because it's a lot darker than I want it to be. I really don't want it to be that dark, but I did a super fast dry brushing job on that. So I'm definitely going to go back and paint her hair black and do like, maybe like Renee said, orange tips or something, reddish orange tips. Okay, so looking at this girl, you know, first thing... I can see I went way over here, but I know that when I come to the shading part, I'll be shading everywhere that's purple with black. Oops. Well, that was a horrible mistake that just happened because now I can't use that dry brush. Dang it. Got paint in it. What I was trying to do was get some of this out of here. So anyway, right here where I've got like this on the red dress, or on the, sorry, the purple dress. Why am I saying red dress? I've got brown there. So, but I can cover that up with the black pastel powder. So I'm going to probably start with her dress, I guess. So let me pick up the lighter shade of purple. Going to do a lot more dry brushing on that dress. I'm going to use this number 6 filbert. Now, here's a case where you could absolutely use a flat brush because this is so, the valleys in this dress are so deep. I want a filbert because I want the shadow, but I want my lighter color to go really pretty far down into that valley. Whereas if you're using a flat brush, you know, you're just coming across the top here. That's going to leave more of that darker shade down in this valley area. Okay. So as a rule of thumb, I mean, you guys know I like to use filberts. even just going down this way, because I'm going to get a nice, really nice blend down into that valley in the dress. And every time I go over this, now if I was using a flat brush right here, I'm not going to get that really soft blend of color down into the groove. It's just going to be a straight, stark, flat line of purple. Really want to try to stay on top of it, you know. I mean, you don't want to go too far down into there, but I think she's going to be so cute as a green witch. I'm just really I'm excited to do her face. Maybe I might just do it with the light green over the top and not, I mean, the hands definitely, I think, need a second coat, but the face, I feel like I can get away with it because I know how much how much pastels I'm going to be doing on the face. I'm going to do a lot of pastels on her face because I have really bright cheeks in mind, and I'm going to have to look at maybe the lady, the Wicked character from the Broadway show. Like, I want to look at her makeup and see how it looks so that when I get ready to do the makeup on this little girl, I'll have some ideas. Some bright red lips, maybe, I don't know. So, gonna hit all these spots here really well. So I definitely need to do a little bit of research. I'm down for ideas, you guys. But I think bright red, just I'm sitting here just questioning. This is looking really good. I love these two purples together. It's my favorite combination. I use it a lot. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I got a late start today. I'm only going to stay on for about an hour. I forgot that I was watching my niece and nephew today, so that's why I didn't come on live during the day. So, apologize for that, but I thought maybe some's better than none in this situation. Very anxious to do her face. I can't even think about, I want to get this dress done so bad just so I can do her face tonight. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to do one more coat of green on her hands really quick. Just because I really want to at least get her skin dry brushed, because I think that's going to make a huge difference. Plus, it's going to let me know if I'm going to need to repaint her hair or not.
One, two, three, let's go.
Definitely leave your comments, your picture comments, if you have them for makeup wise, because I'm all about getting some ideas for you guys for the makeup. You guys have really good ideas. I'm pretty much the same ideas every time. Renee's like, if I see hearts and polka dots on one more thing. But I know how to do those, Renee. I know how to do those fast. Okay, so let me rinse this brush. Let me go back to our purple here. So we already did the stencils on this little girl's hat, so we're not going to be doing any stencils on her, but I definitely need some ideas about her cape. Already has these patches on them, which I'll paint on after I dry brush, just like I did with the other stuff, the other ones. But you know, if you have ideas about something that we could do with this dress, or I don't know if we should leave the dress just purple and just paint the patches and do something fun on the green cape. So feel free to leave those comments as well, because I'll just sit and think on it for a little bit until I come up with what I'm going to throw on there. But I love your guys' ideas. Okay, I'm going to hit this last little spot here, and we'll start doing some highlights. So I do like to come around from the bottom this way so that you're always picking up that paint on the edges. I keep hitting the camera. Ugh. My camera stand, it's so obnoxious. I say that every night. Okay, I'm not worried so much about these patches because I'm going to definitely come back over those with a different color. And I really feel like she needs a lot of black on her. She's going to need black on her little outfit somewhere. Well, maybe when I do her hair, but if I repaint her hair black, it will help even out some of that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of light buttermilk, because you guys know that's my favorite mixing color. You could for sure add white here. That's going to give you more of a lavender. Maybe do I want it? I don't know. I'm going with it right now. So I'm going to get a nice lavender color here. Okay. The first thing normally I would do would be go around the hat. I would go around my edges with my highlight color. It looks like I might have mixed in with white up here. So how about a poison apple somewhere? Ooh, that's a good idea. That's Lois, that's her neck. It's a shirt. I just changed her face to green. That wasn't my original plan, but I love the idea about a poison apple somewhere. What about stars and quarter moons on her dress? Ooh, I like that idea too. Okay, you guys are hitting me up with the good stuff. Keep them coming, please. Okay, so moving forward here, let's go ahead and hit the tops of the dress. Just gonna hit this very top part. Same thing over here. Could kind of go down this way a little bit. Did you change your mind on your hair, Renee? Because, I mean, I know some of the girls, they were just painting it how, you know, some of the girls were painting it however, whatever they wanted, so which is great. I always encourage, you know, my students to make it their own, to do something different other than what we're working on. But a lot of times they want theirs to look like mine, which is fine too. So, okay, again, I'm not going to worry too much about those patches because I'm going to cover those up. And I'm going to come down here. I'm just going to hit this front of her arm down to the elbow. Now remember, that elbow's got a bend in it, so it's going to be pretty bright. Okay, and then I'm also going to come at it from this way on the top. Her hat's going to be so much darker than the rest of her dress because I can't really do any more dry brushing around all those bats. That'll be really difficult to do. So go ahead and hit the top of the arm here. Gonna have to get a little bit more paint. You can always add more purple back into your brush if you need to, but it's definitely going to change the color. So just know that if you do that, you know, just kind of be aware of it. It's not going to go back to your original color that you started with, and you can see that right here. So this was my original color, and then I added light buttermilk, and I got like this pinky color right here. And then I added some more purple, and then I got this shade. So you can see the difference between the two. You can't go back once you add a lighter color to it. You just need to kind of be cognizant of that, that it's not going to be exactly the same when you add more of your original color to it. So go ahead and hit these high spots on her arm here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the collar of her shirt or her little cape, dress, whatever you call it. Definitely going to come over here from the ends of the cape or her little dress. Sorry, I don't know, what is this dress? Gonna lighten those up some. Go ahead and do it from this side too. I may have to go back and touch up some green, but I'm hoping it's gonna work itself out. Okay, then we'll come over here, hit the tops of these. Let me know where you're watching from, guys. What time is it here? It's 8:50. Okay, stars in the quarter moons. Yeah, I really do love that idea. So you guys have given me some good stuff to think about. The stars and quarter moons, I guess, could kind of go on the patches too, right? That might be fun. So just gonna come back and really hit those top high spots on the dress. So here again. Okay, and then I also like to come at it from the bottom around these sharp edges here. Okay, so on the edges of every part of this dress here, we'll go around this way. And I showed the girls at DippleFest how you could use a white colored pencil around the edges, your hard edges, and you can see I'm going back over that with acrylic paint, and it's even kind of hard to cover up. So when I was showing you guys that you can use those colored pencils to do your highlights on the hard edges, you have to just know that if you make a mistake, it's on there and it's not coming off. So okay, so that looks pretty good, I think. Let me do a little bit more right here, because this is a pretty high spot on the dress. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to start dry brushing her face. All right, let's go. Let's just go. I could have done her face black first and then done green over the top, but as you can see from the cape and the belt on the hat, that's like 2 coats, I think, of green over the black. And I'll just tell you guys, I'm not a fan of dry brushing over black. It takes a long time, and I'm gonna just clean my brush off really quick with some, after that debacle with the green the other night, I don't want to have any leftover paint on my brush. If you guys haven't tried this brush cleaner yet, this is the Zem brush cleaner, and it's amazing. And you can order these on Renee's website with the brushes, GammiesHappyBees.com. This is just a little 1/2 ounce container of it, and it's great, great, great stuff. Sorry, proper brush care is important. Now that I know how good these brushes are, I want to make sure I take really good care of them. Okay, so going back to her face, I base coated it with holly green, and now I'm gonna bust out this sour apple. I am gonna have so much fun with this project right now. I just know it. Okay, let me see, what size brush do I want to use? I think I'm gonna use a number 6. But I'm also looking at a number 4, and I think a number 4 is going to be too small. Do I want to use that? I think I can make a number 6 work. Okay. So let me pick up some, again, this is the synthetic bristle filberts, guys. These are a little bit softer bristles than the hog's hair ones that we normally dry brush with. And they seem like they're a little bit longer, but I don't think they are. I like these for smoother surfaces, these synthetic ones versus the interlocking brushes. So these are the gray handled ones are the interlocking, and then the white handled ones are the synthetic bristles, and they're just a little bit softer bristles. They are a little bit longer, but okay, so let's just see what we're gonna do with this little girl. Go ahead and start on her nose where I normally start. I like to start on the nose because that kind of central line of the face is kind of generally, you know, where you've got a good amount of light here. So this is just kind of where I like to start. Plus, if I've got too much paint on my brush around the nose, I can kind of get some of that off there with that little bit of texture on her face. Go ahead and work from the outside in. Wait, what is she saying? Black, gray, white. Her hair needs to be black, gray, and white. Oh, you think so? Why? Why gray? I don't want her to look old. I don't want her to look like me. I have so much gray hair. It's crazy. I want her to look... I was thinking black with like blue dry brushing, like navy blue dry brushing. Navy blue undertones. This is going to be awesome. I'm so glad that I changed my mind at the last minute. Sorry, dimplies, you guys. But, I mean, it's not too late to start over. It's not too late. I just think that base coating it, we just did all the faces the same skin tone because we were trying to base coat all the pieces kind of the same. With all the same colors because, you know, we had a set color list. So that's kind of why we did that. And I wouldn't have thought about doing her face this way, but after doing that little scarecrow guy, that was just so much fun to do all that detail on him. It was crazy, so much fun. I had such a blast doing that piece. And that was probably the one that I looked forward the least to and probably had the most fun painting that thing. Okay, so this is looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna add some more paint to my brush. Black with blue, that's what I was thinking too. Don't use blue. We don't use blue. Yeah, we didn't use blue in this set. That's probably why I didn't do it that way. Because I was like, I don't think we had blue out there. So let me just make sure I don't have too much paint on my brush here. Now, I'll just show you because the difference, I'm using the exact same colors the dark green and the light green on the skin that I used on the cape. But the difference with the cape is we painted the cape black. The skin, I didn't paint her skin black first. We're just doing our 2 greens with no black base underneath. So you're going to be able to see the difference between when you use color as your base coat and when you use black as your base coat. You're going to be able to very plainly see the difference, and how even though they're the 2 same greens, the outcome is going to be completely different than the outcome on the face. Okay, remember, we're always working from the outside in. I want to get those outside edges really good. Come over, get the hand from the upside angle. This is going to be so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely going to have to repaint her hair though, I think. Do you guys think? I mean, I think it's going to look more realistic to the character with black hair, but I also think it's a little kid's costume, and would they wear a wig or would they just go with their hair color? Definitely going to have to paint her shirt a different color too. I'll probably change it to orange, since for whatever reason, I didn't get any orange on this piece, which is weird, because if I've got, like, we covered this in the first video when we were doing the little pumpkin character. If I've got 4 colors, orange, purple, green, and black, then I need to find a way to incorporate all those 4 colors into all of these pieces somehow, whether it's with polka dots or makeup or, you know, whatever kind of like details you're going to put on your piece. You need to find a way to incorporate all the colors into all 4 of the characters. So that's why I'm like, where's the orange? Because there's no orange on her at all. I guess I was thinking I would just do orange patches on her outfit maybe. Or maybe that was just a trying to hurry. I thought too fast. I need more orange on here. I don't know. So this is looking really cute. I'm so glad that I did that. Oh my gosh, that is going to just be a complete game changer with this set. What would you spray color in it? What would you put spray color in it? What do you mean? Sorry, spray color where? On her hair? I don't know. I guess sorry, you guys. I'm having a hard time with the questions. Who did I get these pieces from? This whole set came from Poor Girl Biscuits, Elizabeth Reiser. She's in the Ceramic Rants and Raves group. She's an approved seller. And she has the molds for this entire set, as well as many other sets. Would I put on the hair? Would I put spray color in it? Oh, kids would put... Oh, sorry. I didn't read that first part. Kids would. That's true. Kids probably would put spray color in there, huh? Anyway, you can find Elizabeth. She's in all the ceramic groups too, I think. If you go to a lot of the classes, my previous classes on my website, she's the supplier for a lot of those classes. So the link to her, I don't know, her information's in those previous past classes that you should be able to still see who the Bisque supplier was on all those. But this set we didn't do as a class. This was a set we did just for Dimple Fest, which was an in-person retreat that we did in June. We had 16 people sign up, and it was held here in Idaho, and it was like a 3 full days, but the ladies ended up being here for, I don't know, I think it was 5 days, because it was 2 days of travel and then a 3-day retreat. And we did some really fun stuff. We did some clay building. I'll just show you guys mine really quick since we're talking about it. It's sitting right here. Mine broke when I got fired, as I'd never done this before. This was a hand clay building like class that we did. We each built gnomes. This was mine, but her braids came apart because I didn't score it right when I did the scoring procedure that allows the clay to stick together when you fire it. So this was a fun project that we did during Dimple Fest. The girls also learned how to clean greenware. We did so much that weekend. Man, it was just amazing. Okay, so that looks pretty good for a base coat. Her face is still a little bit splotchy, but I feel like I'm gonna do some really serious pasteling on her face. But I'm still gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow to this brush. Let me just do one more coat of this sour apple because I feel like maybe on the bottom I need a little bit more. Just a little bit down here probably. Definitely need a little more in this corner here. Let's come over on this. Since I'm probably going to repaint her hair, I'll just go ahead and get in that corner a little bit better. Make sure you turn your piece around, you guys. It's important to flip it around and get it from the opposite side. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever been so excited about something in a really long time as I am with how this space is going to turn out. Oh man, I'm so excited to do this. You just have no idea. Okay, let me look at the comments. How much is the set? I'm not sure how much she charges for the set, to be honest with you. I think it's $120, but it's like 20 pieces, 22 pieces or something like that. It's a lot. If you missed the very beginning of the video, I showed a lot of the pieces. I don't have the fence posts or the fence pieces here, but there's, I don't know, I think she has it on her website, if she still has her website up, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go on here. I'm going to highlight these tops of her knuckles a little bit. Just the top of her hand where it bends there. Blend this out a little bit. I'm also going to just kind of lightly get the top of her fingers here. Okay, come over here, we'll get the top of her hand. Again, I'm using the number 6 synthetic dry brush, filbert. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit the tip of her nose and her lips first. I'm going to hit her forehead. Right above her eye. And come down here on her cheeks. I don't know what's going on right there. It might be from my initial base coating because I used too small of a brush. But I'm going to have to come back to that because I'm getting a real, I don't know what's going on there with that hard line, right? Can you see that, guys? So it probably is from my sloppy base coating, but I think I can fix it with the pastels. So, and really I could be doing all of this with the pastels, but I just want to do it with the dry brushing to show you how quickly we can just do it real fast. I mean, it just isn't taking a few minutes here. Hit the top of the nose, the bridge of the nose. I'm gonna get all those highlights on there. Come all the way on that cheek, round that cheek out a little bit. That is so weird because it didn't look like that. I didn't think when I base coated it. I guess I'll see when I watch the video or rewatch the video back. Okay, make sure you get the chin really well as well. I love her. Let's see if I can buff that out a little bit. It's getting there. It's getting there. Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie, you're always watching. I appreciate you so much. Hi, Lois. Hi, Carrie. I appreciate you guys. Sorry it's so late, but I've got babies again tomorrow and Friday, so I'm not really going to be able to paint with you guys during the day, so we'll have to be doing some evening sessions here for a couple days. Definitely want to cover that. I mean, we're going to go and do the contouring, but if you don't use the pastels, you know, if you're just doing dry brushing, then I want to do a good job for everybody who's, you know, if you're not using pastels, then you need to do this part as the best you can. That would be going over and getting all these lines worked out. I just don't even know what happened right there, but I'm gonna almost guarantee it's my fault. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna add a tiny little bit of light buttermilk. I just wanna see what shade I get right here. Because I still am thinking I'm gonna get that chartreuse color. And do I wanna just do a tiny, tiny little bit of the chartreuse? Like we just did here on her knuckles, so just right on the tops. Just like that. Same thing on this part of the knuckles. We'll just do a little bend here. Because remember, wherever we have a bend, we have a highlight. So we're going to highlight that knuckle bend right there. A little bit on the top of the thumb. So that's super, just really, hi Jane. Hi Rebecca. Your work evenings are great. Okay, good. We just need a little bit of a highlight there on those bends on the knuckles. And then of course, we'll go ahead and hit the tip of her nose. Gonna hit the top of her lips. Gonna hit the top of that Cupid's bow right there. Okay. Then let's see, where do I want to go next? Let's just go ahead and do our little cheeks first. So we'll just do right on the top of the face, right top of the cheekbone right here. We'll kind of hit the round part of the cheek at the top. So just kind of up in the corner of the cheek there. Just like you kind of would if you were doing your highlighting on your cheekbones when you do your makeup. I'm going to really get that corner really well. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit here in the middle of her forehead. You can just see a tiny little highlight right there in the center. Oops, now you can. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little bit more highlight on the cheek here. I want to round this cheek out a little bit more. So I'm going to pull that highlight down just a tad bit more in this corner. Okay, looks pretty good. Gonna highlight the chin a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty cute. I'm excited about that. So let's think. I need to repaint that. I'm gonna repaint her hair. What I would be doing with the green over the black is we've already dry brushed this part. So we'll add our highlights on top of this. So you can see the difference between having a black base coat and a color base coat. So still using that same brush, we're just going to go through and we're going to add a highlight right up the kind of midline of this part of the hat. And kind of turn your brush. I like to do it long ways and side to side on these larger areas here. Flat brush would be a-okay here in this situation because this is a flat area. Not much texture here, obviously, as you can see. Camera stand. Okay, just about all the way over here. Gonna have to paint this belt buckle a different color than what it is right now. I don't know what. Probably do some kind of a gold glitter on there maybe. So get this middle of the hat done here. Oh my gosh, it's just like a totally different look, even though they're the same colors. I feel like the black undercoating, the black base coating, that's kind of old school way to do it. And it's for sure, like, I just had a lady message me the other day who said that she asked me, do I ever do black base coating? And I was like, not very often, because she's like, well, that's how I learned how to do it. And I said, well, I have done it that way and I do it that way, but not all the time. I much prefer this look over this look. That's just my preference, but it's Halloween and I'm okay with base coating Halloween pieces with black because I think it adds like a spooky element to whatever you're working on. But I also love that just showing the exact same colors we just did her face with look completely different than the exact colors we used on the belt of the hat, just by the difference in the base coating, right? So coming down here, I'm gonna have to make this, maybe I should repaint her cape. I'm thinking maybe I should repaint this whole thing. Maybe she needs an orange cape. So in this case, what I'll tell you guys I would do, I'm going to rinse my brush because I'm going to stop for tonight. But moving forward, whenever you have a dark color like that, like this green and black. So if I want to change this to orange, there's no way that orange is going to cover that green and that black very easily. It could take 5 coats of paint in order to do that. So I like to keep this Liquitex acrylic gesso medium, because if I do that and I want to paint over something and start back from white, I'm going to take that Liquitex gesso and I'm going to come and paint over this with the white. And then I'm going to come back and probably do orange over the top, because that will completely cover that up in one coat. And then you can come in and just start fresh with orange. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I definitely need, if I paint her shirt orange and the cape orange, and then I have the purple in between, I think that'll be a good contrast. So I'm going to probably repaint her hair too. My Dimple Fest ladies are going to be so mad. Hey, Tammy. Yeah, I was painting. I said I was going to start her today, but I got started late. So anyway, I feel like this was a pretty good place to stop for today, since I'm going to repaint her hat and her cape. So come back tomorrow, please, guys, for like, can I hold up the gesso label? Of course. This is Liquitex medium, acrylic medium gesso. I get this at Michael's, and they sell it in a couple different sizes. I think this was like $18 or something. I mean, it's not cheap stuff, but you don't need a lot. A lot goes a long way. And if you use your 20% off Michael's coupon, which they're always on the app. I never go to Michael's without my coupon. So I think this looks pretty good. I'll let you guys know again that I decided to go ahead and raffle this entire set off. So I just listed raffle tickets for this set for $5 a piece on my website. I put the link in the comments. And this set, when it's completely done, I'm going to paint the whole thing with you guys live. So I'm only on piece 4. There are, I think, 22 pieces in this set. I'm not going to paint all the birds, and I'm not going to paint all the cats. I mean, I will paint all the cats, but there's 3 different cats in this set. There's like 8 crows or something, and there's like 4 or 5 pumpkins. Maybe it's 4 crows. I can't remember. It's a lot. And then also we have the cornstalk, which I'm going to work on this again with you guys. This one is, I got a cat on the top too. So and then there's fence posts and fence rails, which I haven't busted those out yet either. So there's quite a few pieces in this set. And like I said, I only paint things one time. So this set is going to be a one-of-a-kind set. And the shipping will be paid by me, of course. I'm going to do the drawing at the end of the month because it'll take me that long to finish the set. So if you guys want to buy tickets throughout the time that we're painting this together to support my dream of living as a full-time artist, I would appreciate that so much. And then, once this is all completed, we'll raffle it off and it will go to its lucky new owner. And I just want to say thank you guys, because the combination of views that I have gotten from these videos is like nothing I've ever done before. And so I really appreciate you guys sharing the videos and liking them and commenting and letting me know. And plus, I really value your feedback as far as what kind of designs that we're going to be putting on her outfit, on all their outfits. Hi, Faith. Yes, they do give you a discount. I'm not there yet, but I'm close. End of August, Lena. Yeah, end of August, because it's going to take me. I'm going to be, your guys' stuff is getting shipped out this week, but I'm not going to be done painting this whole set until the end of August, because I actually have to leave to go out of town for a week and a half. So I'm not going to be doing any painting between August 4th and August 14th, just to give you guys a heads up, but I'll still be putting out content there and you'll be available for you guys if you need anything. I just won't be doing any painting during that time. So I'm going to try to get this finished up by the end of the week before I go, and then we'll pick up right where we left off when I come back from my trip. So I really appreciate you guys watching tonight, and come back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get a little bit earlier start. I'll try to start by 5:30 or 6 tomorrow night, maybe 6 at the latest, Mountain Standard Time. So let me know if you guys got some good value from this. I appreciate it. And don't forget to like and share it into some of your ceramics groups if they allow it. No, Rufus, I'm not coming to Texas. I'm never coming to Texas. I told you, you have to come here. Okay, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for supporting my dream of living as an artist. And I will see you guys tomorrow night in the next demo. I'll have her all painted up, finalized, and ready to go. And then we'll start doing some pastels on her maybe by Friday. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. No, tomorrow's Thursday. Maybe by Friday we'll be ready to start doing some pastels. So anyway, thank you guys again, and see you tomorrow. Have a great night.